Hello guys, Arcand here. I am the darkness in the light, the flower on the wall, and the resplendent nightfall. Wild Lips welcomes you back. On the last episode, we saw our very angry dinner date with Tiger in the restaurant with Presadal, and then he took us home and said goodbye. So that was it. And now let's continue the story. Day 2. Your eyes weighed down despite all the effort you make to open them. The cold creeps through the darkness and clings to your motionless body. The light doesn't exist, but the steps you hear scare you. It is as if the view has been erased. You cannot force yourself to move, nor force yourself to open them. It seems as if you are denying your own request. Suddenly, more footsteps reach your ears. A crowd. Many people. Until... What is that? Your breathing is shaky. You remember the scene, the one that has hurt you so much in these years. Not again. Please. You try to mentalize that this is a nightmare, but it feels so real that you can't think otherwise. Muffled screams of people around you. The sound of fire scorching something. No! That voice. You look next to you and there is Marcos, with his face drawing disbelief. Please, don't make me experience it again. People want to get closer. They want to help the victims of such an accident. Marcos runs to them, trying to help as well. Her name, burned into your mind, it repeats over and over again. Julia. Julia! Julia! You wake up instantly with sweat soaking your skin and sheets. Even though it was cold, you couldn't cool down. Your labored breathing doesn't calm down. You breathe deeply several times, your heart beats slower. Breathe in, breathe out. You repeat it several times until you notice that you are calm. I thought I had moved on. That night. It was years ago, 4 to be exact. 4 fucking years! Why has it come back to me? Did I get over it? It seems not. Is it because... You wonder thousands of things at once, trying to find the trigger of your nightmare. Something had to open my wound again, otherwise there's no reason I'd have this nightmare again. You remove the blankets from you, which are somewhat drenched in sweat, and go to the closet to get dressed. With your chosen clothes, you go to the bathroom. You undress, a normal act right now. I have to get rid of the smell of sweat. I can't go outside smelling bad. The water flows, trying to heat up. You fix your face in the mirror, trying to discover some superficial wound that has passed you. It really doesn't make sense. Those nightmares always came upon seeing a wound or a lot of blood. I can't even watch those crappy horror movies. Well, it's not like I want to either. The cinema is no longer the same. So, why am I getting that dream again? Your questions are left unanswered. The steam that comes out of the shower alerts you that the water is more than ready. You lower the temperature and you get inside. The heat that the water gives you relaxes you, as always. You close your eyes while you shampoo. Yesterday was a good day, although something was strange too. I have met 4 new guys and seen my best friend. Although, did I like being with someone special? Oh, I think we can now choose. Okay, with the grumpy boxer, with the loving waiter, with the clumsy dragon, with your best friend wolf, or with the talkative husky. Okay, let me think about it for a bit, okay guys? It's so hard. Actually, I'm kind of torn right now between, of course, the titular tiger, the grumpy boxer, because I wanted to see how their interaction would go. seeing as they started, very antagonistic, and I wanted to see how the two would warm up to each other. And the other one I'm thinking about is Marcus, because I visualized in my mind their scene together. You pretending to attack him and you falling on top of him, and then he got all blushy, and I thought that was real cute. So, come on, I'm not sure. Okay, so after giving it some thought, I will now choose Marcus. Marcus, my best friend. You visualize the wolf while you think about him. We have suffered through several things together, but over time we have overcome it. Thinking of him fills me with pride, because if it hadn't been for him, I would have fallen into despair. Seeing him again was a relief. He always makes me happy, and tries to make everything enjoyable. My years of study were great with him. But like any good friendship, something happened between us. We decided to forget it and move on. Nothing would break what was formed in years. Marcus, you have always been the pillar of my emotions. My cries will still continue to be dried by your shoulders and wiped away by your fingers. You sigh, lowering your head. If everything had gone well, I could go see him today, spend some time together, and even go to the mall to spend some of the gambling money. Would be the best. I could even buy him something. He always insisted on paying, but I preferred not to abuse his kindness. It's time I returned the favor you've been giving me all this time. You open your eyes, letting his image go. I'll call him as soon as I finish showering. The strange thing is that he never responds at these times. Being as sleepy as he is, he's probably still in bed with the television on. Poor mother, she has to pay extra electricity for her son. Much better. I needed that shower badly. Before looking at what you are going to do for breakfast, you grab your cell phone and plug in your headphones to call Marcos. As the waiting sounds go on, you look in the fridge. Same as yesterday? It seems. The call hangs up when it reaches the waiting limit. Marcus does not respond. Not even the ringtone of his cell phone wakes him up. Incredible. I always wondered one thing. How does he sleep so heavily? I really don't know myself. Actually, I'm a heavy sleeper myself, but I can't even answer that myself. Well, I'll have to call his mother. You dial his number and wait for her to answer. Meanwhile, you start making breakfast. His mother is much different, since she answers almost immediately. Lucas, it's been so long. Good morning, Miriam. I was calling to see if I could come after breakfast. You know, to wake up your son and spend some time with him. I see that things do not change. Of course you can come. You know where the emergency key is. Just do not forget to leave it in place with discretion. Just as I have always done. I'll go in a few minutes. We might see each other. I highly doubt it, honey. I'm about to go to work, but one day you will have to suffer a cup of tea with me. I don't think it's as bad as the other times. As you wish, but I've warned you. Be careful when you leave. They have said on the news that the crime rate has risen. Don't worry, I'm always careful. Not counting that night. I'm glad to hear that. Well, see you later, Lucas. I have to go now. Bye, be careful. And the call ends. Okay, breakfast time. You see that breakfast is done without realizing it. Oh, it's just magically there. How did I do it? I didn't realize what I was doing. Do I have powers or something? I need my brain to be looked at. It's the power of story magic. Whatever. You start eating it, and as soon as you finish, you clean up to go to your bedroom to get ready. You look for a jacket to wear, although you don't have many, and you grab a little money. When you choose one, you turn around and your eyes meet an object. A backpack. Your old school bag, the one that has lasted a long time. It's full of badges that you've been buying because you love the way they looked and others that your friends have been giving you. This badge... A badge that a friend gave you about you two being big heads. Big heads like smart guys, or like literally having a big head? He paid an artist to make it. How would he fare today? I haven't heard from him for years. That hybrid. I miss him. With the image of the badge and the memories that abound in your mind, you leave the bedroom to go out into the street, in the direction of Marcus's house. Once on the street, you put on some music again so that the road seems shorter. A happy tune makes you jump up and down every now and then. People don't look at you, which is a miracle. You are usually very daring in many things, but in others, you are a ball of nerves. By now, you haven't remembered that you have to go to the supermarket to buy groceries, or to buy new pajamas or a jacket. The wind is not enough to take away the good mood that random music from the radio gives you. You are mentally grateful for it. Today there isn't much sun. It is somewhat cloudy. You look at the sky, the clouds turn gray, but on the horizon they are still white. I guess I don't have to worry about it raining for now. Maybe later, but not now. After a few minutes, you reach Marcus's street. The duplex line is quite long. You still don't believe Marcus lives here. But then you think about his mother's job and his grandmother's inheritance. Poor grandmother. You stand in front of the door of his house and, before knocking, you think that Marcus is not going to open it. Right, the key. You find the stone that hides the key, which is well used, and you open the door. Being sure that nobody is looking at you, you put the key in its place. You enter the house. The place is very quiet, and it is normal since the mother is gone. You see the stairs and you enter the second floor. As soon as you enter, you hear the snoring of the wolf. Oh, wow. We get a nice view of Marcus. Of course, lying on the bed, half naked and drooling. It seems that he does not change. You walk up to him, crouch down, and swing his body to wake him up. Marcus, wake up. Unsuccessfully. Come on, you stupid wolf. I've come to spend time with you, not to see you asleep. Well, I think I like seeing him asleep. You rock it a little more, but nothing. You end up giving up and thinking of another method. There are some that you know are not going to work, but there are others that are going to wake him up efficiently. Oh, are you having naughty thoughts? What is that? Either that or nothing. I don't want to sit with my cell phone until he wakes up. Or he's just gonna, get a bucket of water and sploosh. You change your position. You bring your face closer to his, whispering a few words. Wake up, puppy. You gave me a good night. You kiss his cheek and then his lips. Obviously short kisses. Oh my gosh. Kinda scandalous. The snoring is replaced by a growl, which does not wake him at all. Come on, don't be tough. We both know that you love to feel my skin. In the end, you achieve your mission, raise his arms to stretch, open his eyes slowly, and survey the room. The latter cannot be achieved because it is very close to you. Lucas? He drops your name in a sleepy voice. You give him a quick kiss on the nose. Good morning, my puppy. How did you sleep? Puppy? It seems that he is not awake at all. When his eyes go down, it is as if a breath of fresh air has entered his skin. What are you doing? He walks away from you abruptly. Oh, the usual. I had to wake the sleeping beauty to keep me company. You could have called out my name. We both know it doesn't work. Don't you remember that I recorded you last time and the only thing you woke up with was this act of true love? It's not the same anymore. To all this, what do you want? You haven't been to my house for a long time. Oh, Marcus, yes. That is wonderful. I don't want anything. Just spend time with you. Today I was thinking of you and I wanted to. Oh, I understand. I guess my mother let you in. She and the hidden key. When I arrived, she was not there. So we have the house to ourselves, although I doubt you want to stay here still. I was thinking of going to the mall with you. I invite you to something. Marcus's eyes go to the window, where he realizes that the weather is not pleasant. It's going to rain, isn't it? It looks like, but you don't have to believe in clouds. Believe in clouds. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Lucas, the mall has no roof. It's open air. If it starts to rain, we're going to get soaked. It's not going to rain. Trust in... You don't finish the sentence when you both hear thunder in the distance, a sign that it's going to rain heavily. Rain check, literally. No, finish the sentence. You're a lucky bastard. Your friend laughs as he falls back down. He offers you a space, which he taps gently to let you understand that he wants you to join. Oh, join the best friend lying down while he's naked. Wow. You don't reject it, as it is normal between the two of you. When you are lying down with your shoes off and your jacket off, pull the blanket over you and hug you. You feel that warm and soft fur with the smell of candy again. He smells like candy? Oh, wow. That's very nice. I miss that scent. It is what it takes to buy a good shampoo for its coat. Did you have something special in mind for today, since you insisted so much on going to the mall? I have some money to have fun together. Well, you don't always have to go to the mall to have a good time. We are at my house, so we can watch a series, a movie, play video games, a puzzle. Stop the car, cowboy. A puzzle? We have never made one, and the 10 pieces that we were given when we were little at the dentist doesn't count. That place had ways of entertaining us. Yeah, true, but we are older and we can challenge ourselves even bigger than 10 pieces. Like what? A million? Wow, sir, you want a challenge much bigger than your life. Since you have to have a challenge, why not start big? Although I like your enthusiasm, I'm afraid there are not a million pieces. Or if. He thinks about it while you stroke the fur on his chest. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I get it. We will start with one of 500 pieces. That if we get to cheer up. He notices that you are stroking his chest. Comfy? Pretty much. I'm glad. You stay in silence, enjoying the touch of your bodies. Oh wow, day 2 and already, getting cozy. You caress his chest, he your hair. The smell of candy relaxes you and makes you want to sleep when you have recently gotten out of your own bed. This reminds me of when we were a couple. Marcus... I know we decided not to bring anything up, but I had to say it. It looks a lot like those days. There are only a few things missing, but yeah, I know what you mean. It doesn't bother me. It's relaxing to be with you like this. Another silence, but this time it is somewhat uncomfortable because of the past conversation. You want to tell him what happened this morning, about your nightmare, but you don't know if it's a good idea. But he deserves to know. He was in the difficult moments in which he got over that accident. Those views. Her face. Everything was recorded in my mind. You think back to that night. It is painful. Lucas, are you okay? You move your head so you can look him in the eyes. Something tells me that I screwed up talking about the past. No, it's not that. You grab his fur. You need the softness he gives you. And what is it? He puts his hand on top of yours so you feel that he is still there and that he is not going to move. It's... her. She? You nod your head. He understands it instantly. You have had nightmares again. Yeah, I have dreamed that night again. That happened years ago. You managed to get over it. Well, it is clear that this is not the case. You sit on the edge of the bed, staring at the floor. I don't understand why it has come back to me. That night was forgotten. You know Julia wouldn't want to see you like this. Julia is not here to say it. She has been our friend for a long time, and when you saw her suffer from that accident, it broke your heart. You feel his arms around you. You had to go to the psychologist for weeks, all because you said you saw her. I don't want it to happen again. It depends on you. You have to forget. She is no longer there. She is no longer part of our future. You take a deep breath. Marcos gets up. Look, I'm going to have breakfast and we watch something on TV. Do you think it's okay? Oh, it's so nice to really gaze upon your body, Marcos. You do not answer. Something bothers you. Lucas, I don't want you to be thoughtful. I need to see you smile, distracted from everything bad. And I will. He smiles broadly. His cute smile sticks to you and you can only copy his actions. Okay, I'll keep it away. Today I wanted to dedicate it to you and that's how it will be. Without thinking about the past? Without thinking about the past. Although it was you who started. I won't mention anything else about it. Never. You let out a slight laugh that warms the wolf's heart. Go have breakfast, silly. The hour is going to pass. You know that hasn't even stopped me before. You get up and follow him around the house.